So recently, Austin and I have both made videos notching tubing with a grinder, and it's not that fun.
It's not the right way to do it. It's a terrible way to do it.
Well,
I'm going to show you the 3 most popular ways to make this tube fit that tube.
please. So Ian, what is this contraption?
This is what's called a hole saw notcher, because it uses a hole saw on an anvil that's powered by a drill. Now there's a bunch of different companies that make these, but the principle is the same. Piece of tube goes in there. I like this one because it's got this really groovy vise. Makes it easier.
How far in do you want to go?
That's the key right here. So a lot of people will go in too deep. I like to go in, not to the middle, just back just a little bit. If you go in too far, what ends up happening is you end up with this chunk of tube jammed up in the hole saw. This is real simple. All you're gonna do, you gotta lube the tube. A lot of people will use an electric one. Have you ever used the drill with a hole saw where when the hole saw grabs, it tries to break your wrist?
Yes.
All right, well, to prevent that, all you do is stand on that right there, and now that hole saw can only go like that.
That makes a lot of sense.
That just saves your wrist, all right? All you gotta do is just hold it and just drill it like this.
All right, here we go. Drilling all the way through. That smoke normal.
Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
That's just burning off that lube. Woo! So there are some benefits to this type of notcher. You just notched basically a 90-degree notch, but you can turn it to go at an angle. The downfall is the steeper the angle, the harder it is to get all the way through the tube. So they actually make hole saws that are extra deep for doing really steep angle notches. So now that's notched.
Seems like it would be a popular
Okay,
way.
the problem is this is expensive.
How much would one of those run me?
This particular model is like $600-700. But you can get cheap ones for like $150. The only downfall to the cheaper ones is you don't have as much option when it comes to the angle. And where it grabs the tube, if this tube had a bend in it, because of the design of this vise, we can get really close to the corner. Most people will go ahead and stick that on there and start welding it. The downfall of the hole saw notcher is see how you end up with this really thin material here and really thin material here. Even though you've notched it with the hole saw notcher, you'd still want to take a hand grinder and grind this.
To put a little like bevel on it?
Yeah. Just because you pull it out of the hole saw notcher doesn't mean you're done. That's like step 1. Now I'll show you the cheapest one.
All right.
Chop saw,
Yes.
like $100 maybe, abrasive blade on there. All I've done is I've drawn a line down this side of the tube and a line down the opposite side of the tube just so you have something visually to look at. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in. I set it at about 40 degrees. You're not trying to cut the whole tube at an angle. You're just trying to nip that little end off. Put it in there, tighten it down like that. You're gonna come down, you're gonna cut that, then loosen it, spin it, tighten it, and cut the other side off.
Starting with this side.
Just turn, oh, yeah, okay. Tighten it up and chop it again. Normally what I would do is I'd cut it. I don't take it out of the vise, I just turn it. When you took it out, then you had to realign it. So you just took a little bit more off this side.
So he's an idiot.
It's kind of at a little bit of an angle, but you'd still have to grind this to make it fit right. But it just gets you like 90% of the way there. So now let's do the best way. So this belt sander.
Yes.
The way that you decide how big of a notch you're gonna do is determined by the anvil that you put in here. In here right now, I think I have an 1.5 inch anvil, which is fine. There's an 1.75 inch anvil. There's a whole bunch of different sizes that come with the notcher. You see down here. They sit in here. It's gonna spin this belt. And the beauty of this notcher is not only are we gonna be able to push the tube in and notch it, what we can do is when we're getting close to the end, you can basically rock it back and forth and take out and add that little bevel that we talked about before. All you gotta do is turn it on, choose the direction, use your foot to hold it, and just push it in. Now, you hold it here, and then just gonna drag it that way a little bit, that way a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit. Done.
All right. Let's give that one a fit. That is the closest.
So the nice thing about that is not only do you end up with a little bit of a bevel, you're taking away less than when we did it with the hole saw notcher. You can also hit those angles right out of the gate a lot easier. You can get the angle as you feed it into the belt. But no matter what, even with that, we're still going to finish it off with the flap wheel and the angle grinder just to get a slight bevel all the way around.
Now's my time to shine.
Yeah, that's right. Get grinding, boy.
Nice.
Definitely seems to be the best way.
That's it. Now it's ready to weld. If we were going to TIG weld it, we'd have to sand it more.
We'd have to keep going.
Well, you come back at least 3 inches, remove all the scale from there, and you have to remove all the scale from the tube you're going to weld it to. But for a wire feed, you're ready to weld.
3 ways. See? Not that hard. I learned a lot. I know I need to make a lot of money so I could buy all these cool tools.
Fancy tools make life so much better.
See you on the next one.